Hello and welcome to another Fix It with Kronk. What we're going to do is we're going to run a circuit from this panel up through the floor into the bedroom that's above it. So what we did was we took the front panel of the front protective door off of the panel, and we're going to cut the drywall above this to provide access to that so that we don't have to worry about working through the access holes in the top of this. Always remember to be safe. These are always going to be hot even if you turn off your breaker. This is the main breaker, the main principle. If you turn that off to the house, these ones above it are still going to be hot. So you want to always be careful to avoid touching those. So we're going to take some time, we're going to cut this out. Okay, so we got the drywall cut away. These are superior walls, so they're a cast concrete wall, so we can't just drill right up through. We have to use an existing hole to feed up through. Now what I did was measured to the inside corner of the garage, and then the outside has a overhang, so we measured and we estimated the inside distance is 68 inches to where we need to put the inside box. Okay, so we're checking the height and the distance from the inside corner to the spot. Yep, and then we're identifying where the spot is going to be. We're going to mark the inside hole, and then we're going to go from there. Okay, so this was a little bit dicey. We had to drill up through the floor with an extra long flexible bit, and then we use a glow rod to feed up through the floor, and we got them connected upstairs in the bedroom. You can see where it's going through there. There's another hole there. I didn't actually have to drill that hole, it was already there. And we're going to feed the wire down through. Okay, so we got the glow rod up through here, and then you strip off some of the outside sheathing and hook up the ground wire, but keep these other ones straight, and then we wrap this whole thing with tape, and that will help it to slide through. So once it's wrapped up, you want to make sure it's as smooth as you can possibly get so that when it's pulled through, it can be fed through. So we have two helpers here, or two workers, one who's going to pull it through from below and one who's going to push it through from above. All right, we were able to pull the line down through, and now since this is a concrete floor here, or a concrete wall, we have to see if we can get it through one of these existing holes down into the top of the panel. Okay, so we got the cable coming down from the upstairs bedroom through the panel. We put a Romex connector up there, excuse me, to clamp it in place, and then you bring your cable down inside the box. Now, one thing you have to watch out, if you're going to work on this panel with it hot, with the main breaker on, don't touch any of these screws here, because even with the circuit breaker off, you could electrocute yourself. And if the circuit breaker is on, this metal bar is called a bus bar, and that's hot all the time. So oftentimes it's best just to make sure that your whole panel is off before you do any connections here, but that's a matter of personal preference. We're going to use this cable stripper. We're going to strip the sheathing on the yellow sheathing off of this, and we are going to be able to manage the wires inside much more easily. Okay, so now we got the sheathing cut off and the inside wires here. We'll strip off about a 1/2 inch, maybe 5/8 of an inch from these ends. Okay, so these are the neutral bars along the side. Your white and your bare ground both go in here. So you loosen one of the screws. Don't take it out. Loosen one of the screws. Slide the white and the bare wire under it. And then on your new breaker, make sure that the breaker is designed to fit the panel. This is a square D panel, so this is a square D breaker. The black only goes under the screw and is tightened in. And then you put the heel of it, so it has a little hook on the heel under it, and then you snap it into the bus bar to engage the breaker. You break a tab out of your panel so that it will fit appropriately, and then you're good to go. But you don't turn it on until you connect the new outlet in the bedroom upstairs. So we got the box installed, and we're stripping off the insulation for the duplex. So here's your standard duplex. Your standard duplex has brass screws and silver screws. The silver screws is where the white wire connects. The brass screw is where the black wire connects. And then you also want to make sure to connect your bare wire to the ground here. So you strip them, you make a little loop in your wire. You want to make sure that you put them clockwise on here so that when you tighten the screw, the loop is tightened. So we're putting loops in these for putting around the screws, the white, the black, and the bare. So here's the proper way to put it on. The white wire goes under the silver screw, and the direction of how you're going to tighten it. So we get the connections tight, and then we put the box in place. Secure it with the screws, and then we'll put the cover plate on, and then we can flip the breaker and we can test the circuit.